I was having a conversation with a friend today, and I was hit with a revelation. Anytime you're praying and asking God for something, anytime you're praying and fasting and just laying it all at the altar, and you're hoping that God hears you and answers your prayers. But what happens when so much time goes by and you feel like God doesn't hear you, or God isn't answering your prayers, or He's not going to, and your faith starts to waver? When that happens, people tend to speak against what they're praying for. You just spend all this time praying and fasting and praying and fasting, and you don't see the physical manifestation of what you're praying for, so you begin to speak against it. You have to remember that there's the natural and there's the spiritual realm. Everything happens in the realm of the spirit first before it happens in the natural. So anytime that you're praying for something and you don't see it yet, it doesn't mean that that things aren't moving. You just can't see it with your natural eyes. Just like I use my garden as an example often. When you plant a seed, which is what you're doing when you're praying and fasting, you're planting seeds. You're not going to see this part first, are you? Your roots are going to start growing first. The roots are the first thing that gets any action when you plant seeds, and then this begins to sprout. So think of this as the spirit realm. You're planting seeds and they're starting to do something, you just don't physically see it yet. You have to wait, then the rest will flourish. But as you're speaking down or doubting that God's going to do for you what you prayed for, you're digging up what you planted. You're digging up your seeds. Nothing's going to grow then. So, my advice for you today is to contend for the promise. Contend for what you're praying and trusting God for. It could just be a season where you're just supposed to wait so God could see if you really believe that He's going to give you what you prayed for. Contend for the promise. Begin to worship and thank Him in advance for what you already know He's about to do. And please stop digging up your seeds.